Good morning, fish tubes. As usual, we're up at the crack of dawn, and the light cycle has just kicked in. Fishies are just getting ready to wake up, and I checked my YouTube messages, and I had a great question from one of our subscribers. And his question was, how big is the tank? And it might be overstocked. And that's a really good one, because as some of you may know, I was trying to follow the quote-unquote rules that are out there when you start investigating how to keep discus on YouTube and other sites as well. And of course, the first thing you'll find is basically what this individual is getting at, is the 1 discus per 10-gallon rule. Now, as you can see, this is a 90-gallon aquarium. I have a 30-gallon sump underneath, so I have 120 gallons of volume. So if you wanted to follow that rule, I could technically have 12 discus in this tank. But look, my discus, they're not adults. They're only like teenagers right now, adolescents. Old enough to breed, but not old enough to quite do it right. And or only a couple of them old enough to breed, the oldest ones. And I didn't buy them all at the same time. Who can afford that? I had to buy a couple here, one here, a couple there, and that's how I built my stock over the course of the last year. And I've got myself up to a total, I think, of 18 discus. I might be 17 now, because I lost one a couple weeks ago. I don't count them every day, but 2 of them are in a breeding tank. So let's say there's 16 in here tops right now, and that's well above 9, right, in a 90-gallon. So of course, people who read the discus dogma will probably question me on that one, and rightfully so, because it's all over the place, right? But now look, from a space perspective, right? Does it look like I'm crowded? Like, they have so much empty space. I could literally put 15 more in here and they would probably still be fine, because if you watch these fish in the wild, okay, they stay really close to each other in a tight school, because they want to feel safe, and there's always like 30 or 40 or 50 of them. Now, I know they're in a lake and there's water moving and everything else, but I've got 1,820 gallons an hour of flow in this tank when I combined all my filtration together. And I filter like mad, because I know what I'm after, and I know what I need to do. On top of that, I've tried following the rules, and the rules were leading me to failure. And if you go back in my videos, you'll see this. When I had less than 9 discus, okay, Big Red was running around beating the fuck out of everybody, intimidating everybody, chasing them off all the food, just trying to be... Basically, I had aggression issues. If you think you're seeing aggression issues now, you're not. You're just seeing regular old discus banter. These fish love each other. They get along fine. They don't harm each other. They don't... if I was having aggression issues, they'd beat the shit out of each other. These fish could easily... Like Big Red could kill other fish if he wanted to. It's just not how it works. So I don't believe the 1 discus per 10-gallon rule. The only way you could successfully keep discus, if you follow that rule, is if you had like a 200-gallon tank, so that you could have 20 of them, because they want to be in a group that large. I don't have a space issue. I don't feel I have a space issue. My fish are happy and healthy. in my view. I don't think they're having a problem. Some of my smaller fish are still showing their bars. People will likely bring that up to me. The brilliant Turks are notorious for showing their bars late. They don't get rid of them until they get into like the 6-inch range, which is only my largest of those variety right now, are probably 6-7 inch tops. So anything that's like 5 or even 6, it will still show a little bit of bar, and the smaller they get, the more they show, and that's just how that particular type of discus rolls. So they have a lot of growing to do. These ones here that are showing their bars, they're, what, let me count. They're 9 months old, these fish. Okay, so they look a lot older because I've got good growth rates, but they're 9 months old. So they're just not there yet. They've only just started showing their colors. You can go back a month or two in my videos and you'll see they still have baby look to them. So they're coming. And they're actually showing very nice colors for their age. A lot of them are just extremely, extremely happy. And that's just, I guess, where they sit on the pecking order. Maybe they feel more secure, they show less bar, I don't know. But those will be gone probably within the next month or so, except for the little girl I have. She's going to take a little longer. But the reason I overstock them, they're peaceful now, because the dominant fish, Big Red, he's got a nice big school to manage, and if he goes around beating shit out of everybody, he's just got too much work to do. And I tried using Dither Fish, and they only care about themselves and their pecking order. They don't care about what's around them. It worked when I only had 6 discus. It was better than nothing, but the real answer was putting enough discus in the tank. That's what stops aggression, and it makes them feel secure. Like, when everybody feels secure, they don't fight, because they're a team. And yeah, it's I don't know, you try it. You go out and buy yourself a 75 or 90 gallon tank and try and follow those rules. Put 6 to 9 discus in them and watch what happens. It's going to be a battle royale. You need more fish. That's all there is to it. So I think doubling the fish rule is the way to go with these, and filtering for it. You just have to filter for it. Discus keepers will clean their tanks so often that that's a non-issue unless you're lazy. If you're doing what you should do, it doesn't matter about the dirtiness, because you're already doing that. And trust me, 2 discus per 10 gallon, you'll have much more success than 1 discus per 10 gallon. And that's 75 gallon tank and up. Just don't even bother with a tank smaller than that. So that's my recommendation. That's what I see working. And don't believe all the dogma out there, because it'll lead you to failure. It really will. It'll lead you to failure. So yeah, I just want to touch base on that. It was an excellent question. Thank you so much for asking it. And that's where my head is on the issue. Because I mean, look at my fish. They're at peace. And you will see if I'm feeding them some little chasey stuff, but that's just cichlids. Cichlids are cichlids, and they're healthy cichlids, and they're doing what cichlids do. They don't hurt each other. They just behave the way they're supposed to. So I'll leave you all with that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you just have a wonderful day.